Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Got my camera all jacked up. Hold up, let me fix myself real quick. It's just me, the Lone Star himself, for today's show. Today's show is not going to be too much of a long show, ladies and gentlemen. I really want to talk about going back to mental health from last week. It was a great topic of discussion that me and Beach Johnson actually did on this show, and I want to continue that conversation, just you and me. But before all that, y'all know the deal. It's our opening statements. So, with just me, let me go ahead and get my intro ready, and I will be right back. My opening statement is, if you want to see what coming home to roost, the chickens coming home to roost look like, is what you see what's going on today. You know how one thing that I hate saying, because it happens to me a lot, but then when I see that happen to somebody else that deserve it, I have nothing but the full pleasure to say it because I've been through it. Get over it. Everybody who is still trying to fight for this election is thinking that this election is rigged. It's over. 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 Stop. Y'all are looking like complete fools out there. Count the votes. Stop the count. Stop the steal. What do y'all want? It's over. What y'all said to us is 2016. We're telling you now in 2020. The election's over. It's done. It's a wrap. Take y'all asses on home. Put on your mask, and hopefully you don't get this COVID. That we can bring down the numbers now. It's a wrap. So, yes, y'all can exercise your right to be dumb and protest for something that's not going to turn over anything. The election's over. The election's done. Y'all had your time in 2016. Y'all had that. Every dog has his day. But 2020, it just came to an end. So just be happy with that. But until then, all this stuff is doing is making us look even more stupid. And give me more stories to tell my kids when I hit 60. Like, son or daughter, 2020 was something else. Y'all just give me stories just to tell my kids and my children and children's children. Even though y'all should get over it, but y'all gonna do whatever y'all want anyway. Keep protesting in the streets. Keep going out there saying, stop the vote. Stop the count. Keep counting. Stop the steal. My feelings are hurt. Facts do care about my feelings. I just wonder what's going to be next. But y'all just give me more stories that I could say how 2020 was one of the worst years, but with a happy ending. But speaking of happy ending, ladies and gentlemen, let's go jump into our main show. And I will be right back. So usually y'all know I would have Beach Johnson to introduce the other sponsors, but since I'm the only one here, I'm just going to introduce both sponsors. So the first one is the only black popcorn company here in all of Washington, and also opened 5 other stores in 5 states. RealCheddarBoyPopcorn.com. Black owned, over 12 flavors. You need to check out this one of a kind popcorn. Hold up, let me go ahead and show y'all this. I'm sorry. See, I'm already done, so I just use this as a prop. This is the bag that is in. And also, it got wipes on the back. So just in case you get a hand get a little sticky, you got wipes in the back. Real Cheddar Boy Popcorn, as it strolls down the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. RealCheddarBoyPopcorn.com. Check them out. Over 12 flavors. Also, let me see if I can do it well. Sky Zone Society. Check them out. They make tees, they make hoodies, and also they do photography. And not to mention, they do videos too as well. You should check them out. The website's down at the bottom. Sky Zone Society. Go ahead and check them out if you want some brand new cheese. Definitely is cold out here. So if y'all want to get your own custom made hoodies, go check out our sponsor. Check them out. The website's going to still be down at the bottom. Go see. Got some nice styles, got some nice deals. Once again, Sky Zone Society. I wish Beach was on the show so he can be like, hey, that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and jump into the show. So the holidays is here. You know, Thanksgiving is not even around the corner. It's basically just a walk away from us. And there's so much that comes into this season. You got number one, first of all, we're going to see old relatives, cousins that we didn't see for years, or that one auntie that you just get sick and tired of them kissing you in the face and licking their freaking tongue on the freaking napkin to wipe off your face. Yes, it's that time again where everybody get to come together, talk memories, maybe amend some fences, or bring in that nasty tuna casserole that they should have left at the house, all that stuff. And then giving. I know the PlayStation 5 out there that everybody want to get. I'm sorry, I'm showing my age. I'm a big PlayStation fan, but the PlayStation 5, I did not, jump at that at all. But all the places that I've seen and also my coworkers are all sold out. It's that time again. Well, you sitting out in the parking lot and you waiting to get those PlayStation 5s or whatever your kid's been wanting. Sitting in the parking lot till 4 a.m. It's that time. But also it's a lot of time where a lot of heartache happens. Where people don't have that luxury, of showing their emotions, showing their feelings. Or that one relative, as I speak on the veteran side, that deals with PTSD. Those that I really want to talk to those that don't show their emotions that much. Those that was always taught to hold their emotions in. Crying is for the weak. I want to talk to them. Because around this time, it really hits them. Because around this time, it is more than just, don't feel bad. I'm a PlayStation fan too, but still, I'm still mad. My PlayStation 3 broke on me. I'm still mad about that, McCary. But it's for the person that don't show their emotions. That was always told, don't show your emotions at all. It makes you weak. Around this time hits them hard. Because when you don't know how to show your emotions, how can you give emotion? If you can't show love, how can you give love? You still have to Ask those questions to yourself. Still got one of them too. These are questions you have to ask yourself. And now you're surrounded by family, relatives, and all that stuff. And y'all know what I'm about to say, y'all know this is going to ring true. This is going to sound so true that going to make the back of your bones rattle. Around this time, you will have that relative that always pretend that they got it going on. You know that one that comes in with the nice Cadillac or the nice Lincoln Navigator or the nice, well, I would say, depending on how much money your family makes, come in with the nice Ferrari or a nice car. A nice car that you know that you couldn't afford. Coming in with the nice, dressed all nice in the suits, fur, brand new kicks, flashing the money, and always have something to say that tops whatever you say or somebody else say, or just talk about how flashy your life is and what you got and what you're gonna get and that you're getting a raise or you own your own business. We about to make $2 million this quarter. That relative. But then behind closed doors, you realize not everything's all peachy clean. Or as they say, peachy. That their business is going rock bottom. Or they just got their last paycheck from their job, or they got fired, or they barely trying to make ends meet. And then you come to find out that nice brand new Lincoln Navigator or that freaking Chevy Suburban that they had outside was just a rental, or worse off, a lease. You won't believe, ladies and gentlemen, that is a mental issue. Mainly for us African American. That's definitely us African American men. I'd be lying to you if I never daydream of myself with billions of dollars, having a nice car or having a nice apartment, nice homes, me helping out people and giving money to organizations or just giving money to people just because I just want to see people succeed. We all been there. You be a fool if you never believe that when you have all this money, that you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. The majority of the time, it's just you with the material things. But then reality sets in. Either you still working at that 9 to 5 job, or you about to quit, or get fired, or you just don't have a job at all. And that's what's going to happen when you get around family. Now, I know with the COVID, I get it. I get it with COVID. A lot of y'all won't be able to go see family because Thanksgiving is canceled, as majority of these governors in the states are calling out for. Mainly here in Washington, the governor of BC just said Thanksgiving is canceled, and I'm trying to figure out how can you cancel Thanksgiving? Because I know people gonna be people. They're gonna go out and they're gonna drive and they're just gonna go to Thanksgiving and just do whatever. They're gonna go to the house and kick it. Because majority of the relatives are gonna be within the vicinity of whoever's gonna be hosting Thanksgiving. So they're gonna do whatever they want anyway. So not trying to get too much off track. So I want to talk to those folks that have to prove themselves to their family. I'm not trying to say I'm a licensed therapist. I'm just here not only just to help you, but also to help myself too as well. Because secret to my success of being a host, ladies and gentlemen, with all the shows, it's not only me just talking to you or talking with you, it's me talking to myself too. This is my mirror. My camera is my mirror. My show is my mirror of me keeping myself in check or figuring out what is my deficiencies. Also, what are the things that I'm doing good. But enough about me. But I mainly want to talk to those who think that they have to show off. Here's the question you should ask yourself. What am I showing off? One. Two, what is the reason for me to show off? Number three, who am I showing it off to? It could be your brother, could be your sister. You could be seeing how good they doing. It could be all stemming from what happened last Thanksgiving. Let's just say you had that one cousin who plays for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's say they just a second string. And they basically bought everybody gifts. Let's say I'm gonna say hypothetically, gave everybody a nice brand new car. Brand new car. Spanking new. Keys, everything. You can drive up to a dealership, get any car you want, and just drive off. And now you want to top that. So it could be him or her that you're trying to top. But here's the biggest one. Here's the biggest one that just sums all those questions that I just posed to y'all. What are you getting out of it? Satisfaction? You just seeing their faces of, oh, damn. Seeing their faces of defeat? Or you just want to feel like the man or the woman, or you just feel empowered that now I'm the big head honcho here. Is it that? Or you want to be seen as somebody of importance in your mom's or your father's eyes? Because face it, ladies and gentlemen, definitely for us black folks, us growing up, we always have to be the one, the leader, the important person that everybody comes to for protection. And the reason why we do that because we got somebody else hired that we want to show that, hey, I can carry the ball and I can run with it. And 9 times out of 10, that's the father. Like, Dad, I can do this. When you're not able to do it, I can. Big brother or little brother can't do it, or big sis, little sis can't do it. I can. That's always been us. There has never been history of black folks, tell me if I'm wrong, remember this is all coming from me, that we want to be the most important person or the toughest person in the room or control the conversation, trying to be the alpha dog. This is what me and Beach were talking about last week. Always trying to be the alpha dog. But 9 times out of 10, when we try to be the alpha dog, it's for us to impress somebody higher. Like being part of trying to join a club of alpha males or alpha females. To say, when I got that stamp of being an alpha, you can't say nothing to me because they know. Because they said it. They certified me. They saw what I could do. Now I'm part of them. That's us. Mainly black men. Mainly us black men. And then and we don't realize by us doing that, it just make the whole situation something worse. For no reason. Something that should not have been. And I'm not going to sit there and primarily blame it on that person, but also for the other person involved too. Because they could be doing the same thing, trying to boost their ego. Just trying to have a pissing contest. That's what it is. A time where we all should be coming together. A time where we should be enjoying a nice, juicy, fried turkey. Shoot, my eyes going back in my head just thinking about it. But yeah, all that. And we over here trying to figure out whose car is more expensive. Now, hear me out, y'all. And a lot of people gonna come at me for this. What I'm about to say. Now, remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is coming from me. I think the biggest issue is not the material things. It's not the material things. Why? Because nobody's putting a gun to your head and forcing you to get these material things. Just because they advertise it a lot. Like, for example, we were just talking about the PlayStation 5. We were just talking about it. Nobody's forcing nobody to get it. Just think about it. I mean, just literally, it may not be the PlayStation 5. It could be you just getting something simple as a freaking griddle, or getting a nice car. Just think about it. Who is forcing you to get it? Think about it. Only person that will buy that is you. Because you want to get it either for yourself or you want to get it for your wife or for your son. Those are the only reasons why you would get it. Any material things. So let's stop blaming material things because the product don't say anything. If a PlayStation 5 can talk back to you, or if there's a PlayStation 5 or a brand new F-150 can talk back to you, please let me know. Let me know. So let's stop blaming material things. It always falls on the person. We buy these things because of how we feel and how the world will portray us. That's the only reason. That's the only outcome of it. It's validation. That's right there. Just sums both of that up. Validation. And it's days. I'm not even gonna say days. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm hearing information that I don't like to hear, I like to get a second opinion and find that validation that, yo, I'm correct. I'm right. And I believe everybody's at fault at that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when people hear things that they don't want to hear, they want to get validation from another source that you was correct. And when we hear that other source validating everything that we're saying, it's like, that's it. That's a game changer. That's it. That's our biggest issue. So when you go and visit your folks, you are already thinking about what happened last year. You're already thinking how your brother or how your sister or your cousin, and it could be somebody even outside the family, they could be friends of the family, how they outshined you. How you found out that freaking Justin just got a brand new job and is paying them a 6-digit income a year. 6 figures a year. And you only getting 4 figures. 2 figures off. You're getting 4 figures. And he came with this new beautiful girlfriend dressed up to the nines, giving out gifts, giving your kids gifts, giving your wife a gift. And to top it all off, he proposed to his girlfriend, now fiance. And you know all those little gifts you had? You know that announcement that you was about to say, oh, I just got raised. You know, I got promoted. Which barely did anything to your to how much you're gonna make in a year. You're still gonna make 4 figures compared to your brother Justin's 6 figures. And not to mention he just proposed to his girlfriend in front of everybody. Mama in tears. And daddy. Good old dad goes up to Justin, put his hands on his shoulders, holding back the tears, and he tell him, that's my boy. That's the son I raised. Now, before I continue on, how does that make you feel? Now, I'm talking to all the fellas out there that has a brother, no matter if they're older than you or younger than you. How does that make you feel when your dad goes up to your brother with a warm embrace and he says, that's my son. That's me. That's my boy. That's why I raised him to be. That's a Morris. I'm just using my last name for example. How would that make you feel? You got all your announcements that you got raised, and or better yet, your wife is pregnant. And you want to let everybody know. But you see that, how would you feel? To me, just even making up that story and saying that story got me disheartened. I would feel going in like this and going down just like this. You want to be happy for your brother. Let's not make you seem that, I won't say jealous, but that evil. You wish your brother the best. Let's say you and your brother Justin had nothing but a great relationship. You know, yes, you know, big brother, little brother, had a little altercation, all that stuff. Yeah, cool. You want to be happy for your brother. Just like you want to be happy with anybody else. But when it's family, you want to be happy. Congratulations, bro. You got, you know, a 6-figure job. I'm happy for you. You got engaged. I'm proud of you. And then you got your dad coming over there, you know, just wishing him, giving him all the accolades and kind of pretending like he only raised him and not you. Where a group of people who you were just talking to, you know, just having a casual conversation, just sitting back shooting the breeze, and now all of a sudden everybody's just attention and everybody's happy for them and all that stuff. And then after that, nobody barely even know that you exist. So now comes this year. You're a lot better off this year than last year. Now you not only got a raise, you now got a new addition to the family. To his 6-figure, you got a 7-figure job. I'm not even a job. You own a business now. You started your business the first month of the start of the year, you started your own business and became an overnight success. And in the back of your mind, you already like, yo, I cannot wait till Thanksgiving comes. I cannot wait. You so excited that you even marked it on your calendar. Thanksgiving's already marked on everybody's calendar. Unless you make your own calendar, personal calendar, you would never find another calendar that does not have Thanksgiving on the 26th. And you marking it for that day. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. I know he got his 6-figure job. I got my own business where I create the jobs. To his 6 figures, to my 7. Now, don't get me wrong. I give everybody the opportunity just to show what they got. There's nothing wrong with that. It's great to, if somebody who was just showing off their wealth in front of your face, they show it all, but then when you get your success, I believe you should give them back. Don't get me wrong. But with anything, what are you getting out of it? What are you? I think that question is kind of a solution, right? In itself. What are you getting out of it? In life, we are businessmen and women. Our business is our life. And how we want to run it, what we command of it, is on us. Does the outside influence it? Oh, yes. Even when it's out of our control. But you put yourselves in situations like that. I'm using one big example. Traffic. Yeah, y'all know we got some crazy ass GPSs. Like we got Google Maps, which I cannot. I'm trying to stay edited, but I can't freaking stand Google Maps. And then you got Waze, which I call Waze because it's spelled Waze. So I always thought it was Waze, and then my girlfriend like, no, it's Waze. I'm like, why the freak would they spell it like that? But oh well. So you got, depending on the settings that you have now, Google Maps sometimes, excuse me, like Google Maps sometimes will let you know when traffic is coming ahead and they give you a faster route. And Waze will do the same thing too. So when you about to come up on traffic, they were like, hey, there's a faster route. Do you want to take it? So let's say you choose not to use. Let's say you just love using Google Maps. And everybody knows Google Maps is not one of the best GPS out there because sometimes it would just lead you down to places where you just like, yo, what the F? So let's say you've been having so much bad luck with Google, you were like, you know what? Fuck it. I know where I'm going. And you end up in traffic. You put yourself in that situation because you chose not to use Google, which is understandable. And your reason will be understandable because, yes, Google's not always the best, but you chose not to use it. And let's say you had the same issue with Waze. Waze does the same thing too, but you chose not to use it. And now look where you at. You in traffic. And you hitting the wheel. You're mad. And you know what? You're not the only one that's mad and frustrated. Everybody around you probably did this. I guarantee you. Majority of people in that traffic probably did the same thing you did. Does that give you a little bit of comfort? Yes. But at the same time, it's not going to make the traffic go by any faster. So we put ourselves in these situations. So one of my solutions, and these solutions are not overnight. These are majority solutions of basically of acceptance. So if y'all going through anything or any of those stories that I said at the first part of the show, if y'all decide to go to any Thanksgiving or any holiday gatherings that are coming up soon with that mentality of, I want to show up and show out, what are you getting out of it? Revenge? Acceptance? Importance? How long is it going to last? 2. Do you want to get there? Want to be loved more? Or you just want to be hated? I mean, these are things you got to ask yourself. So here's some other solutions that I want to bring to you too. If you feel that when you go to these places, when you go to these gatherings and you just feel like it's just a pissing contest with a relative, ask yourself, should I go? Do you feel that your relatives, from your close to your distant relatives, do you think that they show the proper love to you or the proper attention? And most of all, respect? Because definitely at Black functions, when we talk more about the elders more than we talk about the middle kids. And what I mean by middle kids, I'm talking about around my age, like 33, that has, around my age would have a wife, would have a kid. We don't talk about respect for them. We only just talk about the elders. They're going to get their respect regardless. But see, it should be disseminated down the ranks too. And to the kids, respect should be gradually going down. It should not just respect the elders. It should also be respect for the parents. Yes, it should be respect for the mothers and fathers. I mean, it should be a respect. And then also respect for other people's kids. Yes, there's some badass kids that be coming to these freaking gatherings. Trust me, I know. But that's where the parents should instill that respect to them and be like, look, calm your ass down. Whoop their ass. And then for the good kids who, if you taught them right, you have nothing to worry about. So I know grandma and grandpa's probably watching this show or probably gonna watch the after show. These Thanksgiving dinners and these holiday get-togethers is not all about you. Yes, you seen the times. You got the shirt, you got the receipt, and everything for it from it. But also is for you to show respect to the middle children too as well. You should be giving out your mentorship or how it used to be, and this is how you should do it now. Or telling old stories. respect should be given to them too as well. I always start like gatherings like that as a passing the torch. I think that's what a get together should be all about. Everybody getting together, having fun, and you see the different generation, the generation of the past to the generation now to the generation in the future. It should be a passing of a torch type of moment. That's what it should be. But if you're going to a gathering that's more gossip, there's more who can top this, where you don't feel the love or the love don't is not shown back, maybe you should reconsider going to the gathering. Now, you know, a lot of people, your mom, your dad, mainly them two, probably going to be the ones that sit there and say, Morris, why are you not going to come to the gathering? Just let them know. And another thing, when you explain that to your parents, obviously be respectful, one. Two, tell it to them like it is. Don't sit there and just hold back because they're your mother and your father. Let them know. And that's a big issue with us black folks. Like I was talking about it last week. That's why I hate these damn Tyler Perry movies where you got freaking the black adults still getting whippings from their mom and still getting whippings from their father and still showing respect to them like they still live in their house. There's a point where you have to stand up to your mama and your dad and be like, look, you're not going to treat me like I'm freaking 10 years old. I'm not living in your house. I am not doing chores in your house. My room has been vacant for the past, 20 years. I'm not going to go back there and sleep and you're going to give me a curfew when I should be coming back home. I'm not going to get up in the morning, get breakfast, get my book bag full of books just to ride the bus. And then you expect me to come back and give you a report card. Those days are over. Because I know a lot of y'all parents probably told y'all, like, until y'all start paying bills up in this house, y'all gonna listen to me or something like that. I'm telling the watered down version of it. But y'all had parents that told y'all that. But now you're a grown-ass man or woman. Stand up for yourself when you talk to your parents. Sometimes you're going to have to get a little bit disrespectful, definitely if you want to get the point across. So if you feel that going to the Thanksgiving dinners or the holiday gatherings is not showing you love or you're not feeling right, or every time when you go there you get not even a bad vibe, but you just get a bad experience, let them know. Hopefully you got understanding parents. But which goes back to the Tyler Perry movies and all the other black movies that I've seen through my days. It's fucking redundant. Yes, I use the F word. And every black son and every black daughter should stand up for themselves and tell their parents off. They just think just because you're my mom, you're my dad, I can't tell you these things because, I got respect for you. I love you. No. If they didn't hesitate when they was whipping your ass when you did wrong, you should do the same when you tell them when all they're doing is wrong. or what they're supporting is wrong. That's right, McCary. That's it. Too damn easy. So, with that being said, let your parents know about it. Or who else running? And 9 times out of 10 is the parents. Let them know you're not coming. Now, if you decide to go, and let's say it's more gossip than love, go there, say your highs. Hello, hi, hello, hi, hello. You know what? Don't even go there when everybody else is coming in. Give it some time. So let's say that the Thanksgiving dinner, the actual, well, take that back. Let's say it starts like around 7:30 p.m. Get there around 8:30. Why, you may say? Because everybody be there. And then you realize everybody can be like, hey, what's up, baby? You know how they gonna, give you hugs and kisses and all that stuff. Just wait. Because imagine if you would got there like everybody else did, you wouldn't get that love and all that stuff. But here's the method to that madness. And it's not just for them to recognize that you're not there yet, or if you're coming. It's just a simple fact that you go up in there, say your hellos, get your plate of food, give mom and dad a hug and all that stuff. Get your food. Once you're done with the food, adios. I'll catch y'all later. Good seeing y'all. Da 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 da. A lot of them be like, "Damn, you leaving early, huh?" No, we good. We good. We got other things we gotta do, and head on out. Why be in an environment that you know what it is? If you know the environment is going to be, once again, more gossip than love, why submit yourself in that type of environment? It's like being in the club where majority of the people that are there are nice, beautiful looking females, but they swerving every dude that at least want to talk to them. Why would you want to stay up in that club? Think about it. Everybody want to go to a club or bar just to see, some fine things. And it's not only just men, also women. Women not going to go to a freaking bar if she don't see some nice, strong muscles to look at. But if she sees all these dudes just being dicks all night, you think she's going to stay? Why submit yourself in that type of atmosphere where at the end, you lose? You ain't going to take nobody home. And even if you at least try to say something to them, you already know that you're going to put their nose up in the air thinking that they Halle Berry or Beyonce or something. Or for the girl, she try to go over there, he probably think he's The Rock or freaking Tyrese or something. Why waste your time? Now let's go ahead and switch the environment back to the family. Why waste your time when nobody don't show no love back at you? Why submit yourself around that negativity? Around relatives that barely even don't even call each other and be like, hey, how's little Leroy doing? Think about it. Just think about it. And the fault that we do is going back to when I say you should stand up to your mama, you should stand up to your mom and daddy. That same factor plays into our heads that we gotta go because it's our auntie, our grandma, our grandpa, our cousin Leroy. He's gonna be there. We all should go. It's family. But then you gotta think to yourself, okay, if it's family, where was that family through my trials and tribulations? Where was that family when I was going through my good times? If you wasn't there for my good times and you wasn't there for my bad times, why the hell should I be coming to this Thanksgiving for you? Just because you're there. Ladies and gentlemen, just because they're family, it should not be a death nail or a freaking mandatory invitation for you to go. Shouldn't have to. You could just shake your head like no. But that's the beauty of if you still go and say hi to who you need to say hi to. Get your food, eat. When you're done, go ahead and get some leftover. Well, yeah, get a plates, couple plates to take home. Bye. Catch y'all later. And head your ass on home. And a lot of them gonna be like, why you going home so early? Oh, I got other plans. I wanna hang out with my friends. Or make up something. Be like, or plan something to go and chill with the fellas or with the ladies. We're gonna chill with the we gonna chill with our neighbors and deuces and keep it moving. So hopefully by me telling y'all these things is taking a little relief off y'all's shoulders. Y'all don't have to go to these gatherings just because family's going to be there or a certain family member is going to be there. Because at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself and also for your family and for your kids. And also, if you decide to do what I said earlier, make sure you have that speech with your wife or vice versa. The wife have that speech with her husband and the kids. Have the game plan. Like, look, when we get there, don't y'all get comfortable. We're going to go up in there. We're going to say hi. We're going to get something to eat. Once we done, go ahead and get y'all plates. Say bye. I don't want to hear no fussing, no moping. This is you talking to the kids. Now you're not talking to the talking to your husband or your freaking wife, but you mainly talking to the kids because you know how the kids are. You know when they see their favorite cousin and they want to play and all that stuff. You know how they get. Their freaking panties get all up in the bunch, and you're gonna have to act a damn fool in front of everybody and whip their damn ass. So this is important to have that speech before all this happens. Okay? So you just tell them, don't get comfortable. When you're done, you come to me, we get our plates, get your coat, put your shoes on, we hand that ass on home. I don't want to hear nothing. Don't even say you want to stay, because that's going to be a hell no. Not even no, a hell no. And that's what you got to do. That's what y'all have to do. So also, what also is another big issue with mental health coming around this time of the holiday season? Definitely for us. Loner. Now, trust and believe, I have been a loner not by choice through my life. It was something that I dealt with. It was something that I accepted. And there are times where I'm just happy that those days are over. But I learned how to deal with it. I learned how to cope with it. But then you got people that just literally don't care, even though they say they don't care, but they do. That people suffer alone and don't show nobody. That one person where you say, hey, good morning, and got the nerve to say, what the fuck does it look like? Or the ones be like, oh yeah, another great morning. Whoop de doo. Those types. You won't believe it. Those people do have a heart. They do have a sense of humor. Trust me. There's a heartbeat going on, even though their intentions are very cold. Just as cold as outside right now. But they have a heart. They just don't want to show their emotions in front of everybody. Because they choose to be that way. They chose to be that way. Does society have an influence on that? Yeah. But at the end of the day, you choose to be a loner. So for all the loners out there, that's probably going to sit back and probably watch The Grinch. Have your eggnog mixed with rum, which is a good mix. I had it before. I know y'all did this 3 Christmas in the past, 3 Christmas ago. I mean, it's a tradition for you. But now we're going through this thing called COVID. And I know that the loneliness is going to get to you because with this COVID thing, you're not able to go out to the bars as much as you want to, go out to the clubs as much as you want to, or go to your favorite park or whatever you want to do. Because COVID has basically just put not a stop, but a halt to your daily routines. And I know they have affected you a lot. Do me a favor. Call your mom. Now, I know some of y'all probably already stay in contact with your folks, or some of y'all just trying to stay away from it as much as you can, and that's understandable. But minus all that, call your mama. Give her a call. You could have a bad relationship with your mom, to maybe having a good relationship that kind of just went on deaf ears. Give your mama a call. Place a place a crib in your lifestyle. Yeah. Give your mama a call. And this is me talking to the fellas. Give your mama a call. Say, hey, mom. Just calling to see how you was doing, blah, blah, blah. And for all the girls out there, for all the ladies out there, call your dad. Just give him a call. See how they doing. See how he's doing. He's always thinking about his little girl. And though she's thinking about the old man. Trust me. You do not know how that will uplift your life. Not your day. Not even your week. Not even your month. Not even that year. But your life. When you call either your mom or your daddy. And McCary can contest to this. With me deploying, just getting a message from my mama just uplifted my freaking day, which felt like it was uplifting my life because you in a whole different world where basically the next day you don't know if you're going to be alive. You could take an incoming and you could lose a limb. That call your mom and your dad. It won't only uplift your life, you will uplift their lives too as well. It doesn't matter if y'all have a bad relationship. I mean, to the bad relationships where you say you hate your mother to the point where your father says, "You're no longer my daughter anymore." Just giving them a call will seem to just wash it all away. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just a simple stuff. Simple. And majority of it is for us to understand what are we getting out of it. Everybody wants to feel good. Everybody wants to feel great. I get it. But before we feel good, we have to be real with ourselves and feel that pain. What I mean is, we have to get real with ourselves. I put my hand to the sky every day. I have to get real with myself. Every day. And around this time, I have to check myself. I really have to check myself. It's not a problem, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a problem. It's an issue that we all have. We just don't want to turn that issue into a problem. And we don't want to make the issue into a problem instantly. Issues is just following the early diagnosis of the problem. Because when you don't address those issues, then it becomes a problem. Address it. First of all, address it with yourself. That's the one thing that we do be forgetting about. Like, I've been literally thinking about going through therapy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think Charlamagne the God got it right. He goes through a life coach, aka therapist, and he just go and he just tells the therapist what he needs to know, which is great. But I think before you go to a therapist, you gotta understand what is your issues first. Can I fix these issues? Can it be something that I can make the plan for myself? Because the only person that know how to fix these things about myself will be myself. And see what I can do. But if I'm feeling the same way today like yesterday, or nothing hasn't changed since me starting on Monday to Friday, Houston, I have a problem. And speaking of Houston, we have a problem.
Oh God.
Ladies and gentlemen, he did say they were coming at the tail end. I was getting deep over here, man. I'm getting real deep. Wait, yeah.
We still talking. Oh, what's the
We still
conversation?
Mental health, man. I was thinking about it all through the weekend. I said, we should touch on this again. Definitely coming to the holidays, and I'm gonna see. Like I said, this all come from me, but I will see if you agree. Coming around the holidays, that's when the real emotions really starts to come in. The
It
loneliness. Yeah, go ahead.
it can definitely it can
Because I
definitely
was
do that.
all right. So that's how I started it off. So I use stories like these. So I had to, as Beach Johnson, I think he got something to do right now, but hopefully he come back on. But let me go back to what I was saying. So before you realize that you have a problem, realize that's an issue that you haven't addressed yet. Because you can be your own therapist. It's going to be hard, ladies and gentlemen. But if you know that you're making steady progress to get better, or at least to cope with the issues that you're having, you should be okay. But if it starts to morph into a problem, then yeah, maybe it's time for you to get a therapist. But see if you can fix the problem first. Now, if some of y'all who believe that y'all have an issue and y'all go to therapy, there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong. But the biggest thing that I want y'all to take away from what I'm saying, or at least trying to say, is that every man and every woman is a businessman and woman. Beast John's gonna be back. We decide what happens in our life if you believe it or not. Now I know there's a lot of religious people that that watches this show, or people that that are firm in religion and thank God, thank Jesus, make things happen, and all that great stuff. But I'm here to tell you, not trying to sound sacrilegious, you are your own God. When you put the effort in your life, guess what? You will reap the rewards or the punishment. And when they say Jesus take the wheel, let me break the news to you. Jesus not going to take the wheel. Guess who's going to take the wheel and take control of it? That, my friend, is you. It's great when you trying to make your life biblical and going back to the hymns, the psalms, whatever. That's great. But at the end of the day, the only person, the only entity that has power over their lives and what happens, what from the income to the outcome, is you. Because whatever happens, you can't blame Jesus and you can't blame God.
No.
Because if you done something wrong and you have to go to prison for that, Jesus not going to be on the stand with you. And that's another thing black people need to get out their heads. That Jesus pictures that you got sitting on your wall, it's not going to change much. Even if it's a black Jesus, it's not going to change much. Because that black Jesus is not going to go to work with you when you have to deal with that asshole of a boss. Or if you're having problems at home, it ain't going to fix it. Only person that going to be able to fix it is you. But yeah, Beast Johnson, I had to get that little
You good?
that
You
spiel
good?
out, but
If I can
yeah,
add to it,
yeah,
just
go
to
ahead.
balance it out. For those that might feel some kind of way, I agree with him. As a spiritual man, I agree with him. As a religious man, I agree with him. You know what I mean? You definitely have to take account of your own actions in your own life. And as Black people, we need to be mindful of God is with us. God will make a way. But God is not so. Uh, God don't love you enough to personally crack open the heavens and alter your life in an instance. And Black folk want to use the Bible. Look at the fucking Jews. It took 10 plagues before they were finally released. God works in a series of events. That's why he says faith without works is dead. You must have faith that I will get you to that point. And you must put the work in, and I will, as God, orchestrate and move your steps and keep you on that path, long as I see you're trying to stay on that path. I will take people out of your life. I will take situations out of your life. I will do what I need to as life to get you down that prosperous path that you so see fit. But it's not going to be an instantaneous change. So for you as any religious person, any Christian, to think that God gonna do that for you, you're a fucking idiot. I don't care how blasphemous or sacrilegious you think I am. I know I'm not, and God know I'm not. So fuck you.
Thank you. And the thing is, this all aligns with the mental health. So with that, I also bring up the point of, one-upmanship when it comes to these Thanksgiving or holiday gatherings. So I was using the story of, let's say, I use a story of like your brother Justin. No matter if he's older, he's the older brother, whatever.
It's that family dynamic.
Right.
It shows his ass in the holidays.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. So
yeah, every family got their dynamic. Whether it's the brother, sister to brother, mom, aunts. You see a family's true dysfunction at the holidays because everyone is forced to be around each other, and you only got about a strong 15 to 30 minutes of civility for face-to-face contact with most motherfuckers that you spend the other 364 days of the year just shitting on verbally. Like every year. Let me tell you about family. My first word. Do you want to know what my first word was?
What was your first word?
Take a guess.
I'm gonna say shit.
Nope. Close. You're right in that framework. Bitch. and guess who heard my first word?
Don't tell me your mom.
My mother. No, my mother's sister. Because that was the name she used to call her sister when she didn't, because they had issues. Can't stand that bitch. I never knew my aunt's real name when I was younger because it was always that bitch. So it's like, so you speak and say mama, say dad. And I looked at dad in the face. Bitch. Did you say bitch?
Wow. Hey, that's
family.
That's family.
But catch them around holidays and it's all love and civility till the food come out. Then everybody has an excuse not to have to look at your fucking face. I got the plate in front of me.
and that's the story I was using. I was using the story like, let's say you got your brother Justin last Christmas, got a promotion, got a 6-figure job now, and and he brought his nice, sexy girlfriend in, and you there with your family, and you got your own announcement. You making what I say, a 4-figure job. You was about to, let's say, you was about to give the news that you got a raise, another, let's say, $10,000 raise. You got promoted, and your wife is expecting their first child. But he decides to propose to his beautiful girlfriend and say that, oh, I got promotion too. I got more money.
Well, that's when you just got to pull a Kanye. I love you, bro. Congratulations on the nuptials. You have a lucky man as a husband. Go ahead and get your family trait. He ain't shit. He wet the bed till he was fucking 6.
Oh, that's cold.
Like I would just start dropping that. Like his first time was with our third cousin Pam. Hey Pam.
And then also, but the most heart-wrenching part that I had to, you messed up. And then I put the heart-wrenching part up in there for us men is that when your dad, he goes up to him and he embraced him like, that's my son. I knew I raised you right. That right there for me tell the story even got me real fucked up. Like
did you see my head tilt up like,
yeah,
so just because y'all playing him, he's the son you wanted. Word.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And then
cool.
And then I made the story so dramatic because then with that, let's say you had like a group of people that you were talking with, like, hey, I can't wait to let everybody know about what's going on. Now all of a sudden, even after the announcement and all that stuff, it's like they don't even know you. How would you feel?
Oh yeah. I've had that happen at the most inopportune of moments and familiar like settings. It's a shitty feeling. And you really just be like, what? Well, fuck all y'all then.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I had happened to me, and I actually seen it before where the point I'm going over there with them and talking to them, like, and you know how they try to pretend like it's not phasing them, but it is. And then like 5 minutes later, they are already out the door, and they're like, "Hey, where you going?" Like, yeah, I just were talking to me about an hour ago, and then all of a sudden he just made the announcement, and now y'all over there talking to him, and y'all pretend y'all even literally walk by me.
Ain't no love for me. It's all good.
Yeah. It's like you literally walked by me, didn't even sit down. Your food is still over here, by the way. Your food in your cup is still over here.
Oh, and you mad when you mad. You as a black person during the holidays, you done fucking pissed me off to the highest point, off the precipice of passivity. If I done left the plate, I didn't even think to myself, I'm gonna eat. That is literally saying, fuck all these motherfuckers and everything they brought to the table. Literally, fuck her potato salad, fuck that nigga, fuck them green beans casserole that he brought, fuck that lazy bitch that just brought the Hawaiian buns thinking she was doing something. Fuck her. I don't want none of this shit. Well, what about it? But you brought a turkey. Fuck that goddamn turkey. Get in the goddamn car.
Yeah. Which lead me to this one too. So this is where I was going over the solution. So I was like, the first solution you should be like, so the story that I use, I say that happened last Christmas. Now you got this Christmas coming up, or this Thanksgiving dinner that's coming up. Now you got your own business. You're making 6-7 figures every month. And not only are you looking forward to this Thanksgiving, you already got that shit marked on the calendar. Like, can't wait. to show
No.
him out.
Excuse me. That's when other insecurities within our community start kicking in. You got that type of setup, that type of mentality. I'm making 7 figures. I make 7 figures a month. I'm about to walk in this motherfucker Gucci Louis Vuitton the fuck down. I want Gucci. I want a Gucci man thong with a Louis V jockstrap.
Oh my god!
With some Michael Kors boxer briefs. Like everything got to be the highest level of name brand. I want to walk in there looking like the richest nigga you'll ever know.
Might as well have the Gucci socks too while you at it.
Gucci socks with the Fendi open toes. Yeah. Yes. And look, no matter the label, they all coordinate. You got to coordinate. Above all. Look, I'm talking about framework, everything. Like I'm talking about get so cocky. I'll fuck around and pull out chapstick with Louis V prints on it. Like this nigga got Louis V chapstick. Yes, bitch.
He might as well take out the Louis freaking plastic fork too.
Like all my shit gonna be like, oh, I was like, oh, we bring our own plates. Like you bring your own plates. Ruby tinted, gold trimmed. The fuck? Yes.
Oh,
like, see, if you don't get a chance to announce it in a positive manner, then you're forced to be spiteful and petty. So now you got to just be gaudy with it and show off. And you got to make niggas be like, oh, I see you eating good. I see you living good over there. You doing good with yourself. And then you be like, I ain't doing nothing. See, like, I ain't doing nothing. Your phone go off. Oh, excuse me. Unfold that bitch. What's that? Oh yeah, it's the new iPhone 14. iPhone 14, nigga. We on the 12. Oh, I'm sorry. I've said too much.
See, I was sitting late shopping before he came on the show. I was getting the serious side because I was about to say, "What you getting out of it?" I guess he just showed you what you getting out of it.
See, and this is another thing too. Like, as far as you don't want to take it that far, but as far like me personally, me being the open individual I am, I start being honest with my family. So holiday functions was like I didn't have to worry about anybody making any kind of fucking reference to my life, mainly because they were scared of what my response would be. Like, you more than welcome to ask me about me and my woman, about our situation, about my life plans. Yeah, I'm about to get a colorful explanation. And depending on whether I'm inside or outside the house, I might have a fifth in my hand. Because see, I'm grown now, so I want to do shit just to show I'm bold. I want to be bold. So just have talk with the honest shit, just pull the fifth out, knowing they drink and smoke out there. Let me know. What you sipping on, nephew? Oh, it's a fine little vintage called Me. 1984 vintage. Whew. She's smooth. Let me go ahead and get it.
But and see,
no,
I think he was. I think he was watching this show a little bit because I was going to hit to the point too. Also for a solution that you should step. You should. Let's say that all the freaking get-togethers you go to is negativity, not but gossip, no showing love, mainly to you and your family. You should step up to your parents when they be like, "Hey, are you coming?" And you be like, "No, I'm not gonna come this year," and they give you the guilt trip.
Even if you want to avoid the guilt trip, you take the initiative of cooking. Like for a long time, it was my great aunt to cook, and then my mom took over, which by proxy meant I took over. So they come to my mother's house, and I cook for them. And it was kind of made clear, all right, I hope y'all enjoy the food. I don't want to hear no bullshit about none of you motherfuckers not liking it, because I guarantee all you motherfuckers gonna take on a plate. So shut the fuck up, be happy for the free food, and enjoy the family love.
Right. Not only just a not just a guilt trip, but they try to come at you like you still living in their house, like you still
No,
that 10-year-old kid.
it's not even. It's that. There you go. It's the dynamic reversal and dynamic shift. A parent has to understand the point of being a parent is to raise an adult. And if you live long enough to see your child become an adult, you now have to treat them as such. And if you don't give them and don't acknowledge them as an adult, because they're saying that, hey, I did my fucking job. I raised a human being to be self-sufficient and functional within society. Let me give them that respect.
Yeah. And
I can't approach them that same way that, as a child. And as a child, you got to understand that too, that day's going to come. But then the issue always falls on the elder generation not acknowledging it. And that causes a lot of turmoil and strife, because it's not just the parents, it's the uncles, it's the aunties, it's the great aunts. Like
these, I'm telling you,
it's that dynamic where your whole point in being in my life was to get me to this point.
Right.
So I need you to stop fucking looking at me like I'm that little kid. You can't fix your breath to be like, damn boy, you got a deep ass voice, and then try to treat me like I'm the same 5-year-old. It makes no fucking sense.
But Beast, we got a wavelength going on, because that's the same thing after that point too as well, where you should stand up to your parents like, no, I'm not going. So I also said there should be a respect, because I think we get us black folks, we get it twisted when we go to these gatherings where the respect should be on the elders. And I was like, no, that respect should be disseminated to also the middle children.
It should be equal. I mean, it's pretty much like once you an adult, let alone once you got your own fucking kid, then it's equal footing. Holidays are usually supposed to be a time of general comfort. Like one thing my dad used to do for us for the holidays, which was always cool for me, Christmas was always special because it was the one fucking day of the year I, as a black child, got to call my parents by their first names to their face. And if you don't think I enjoyed every fucking second of it, I was the first one up on Christmas, and I made sure I distribute the gifts. Hey, we have one for you. That's me. I ain't worried about. Hey, Eleanor! Come on, Eleanor! Here you go, Eleanor. Got a Christmas gift for you, Eleanor. Oh, Joe! Here you go, Joe!
I ain't gonna lie.
Me like, enjoy it. The day's gonna be over, little nigga. Like, tomorrow will come, and it's daddy. But it's Christmas. I'll appease. What you want, Alex? Hey, Joe, we gonna play the game today? Yeah, Alex, we'll play the game. Yes, Joe. Joe, you are awesome. I know I am, Alex. Like I would eat. But that's, you wanna, as an adult, that should be transferred. Once you get to that level, you gotta have that. Like my aunts were always my aunts. My uncle, infamously, from the time I was 12, told me never call him uncle. So I always gave him that respect as an uncle. I always referred to him as my uncle in third party or in introduction. But as far as me, talking to him, it was his first name always. But we have that respect about each other. But the reverence, it's the difference between respect and reverence. Respect is humans, we're adults, we're equal as adults and human beings. But then there's that reverence for the title. The reverence of your title as mother, father, elder member of the family still resides. That's not going to go anywhere. But now I am equal on the respect level because I as well am an adult. I as well am now a functional employed individual. I have kids. I have my own family. I'm on the same level as you. I might have picked up the same revered title as you. Like, I'm an uncle myself. So me and my uncles now have that rapport with each other.
Right. It's
and
like
we are, I'm talking to my uncles, but then we have conversations where it's like, this is a conversation spoken from the mindset of an uncle. And I can join in on this conversation because I have my own nephew. So now I'm an uncle as well. That's a revered title that I have balanced along with this.
Right. And see, also I pointed out too as well, these gatherings, rather than the respect, with the respect factor, when it's disseminated out to everybody, like you said, amongst the uncles as well, it should be a passing of the torch too, because you see in generations, you see the generation of the past, you see the generation now, and then you see the future.
That's what you're supposed to see. Like, that's what makes it a beautiful thing to see your aunties in there cooking because grandma too old to cook or too old to be on the feet like that. So she said she's sitting down, but she made it. She prepped it. She just ain't sit there and cook it. So now the aunties got to step up and do their part, which means the cousins got to step up and do their part and help, get everything together, get all the side dishes and all the extra stuff. Because we done moved, like I said, we done elevated. We ain't at the kids' table. We ain't sitting there no more waiting for the food, entertaining ourselves.
Right.
No. Now we old enough to help get stuff together too and converse and joke around and kind of be
cards.
grown.
Yeah, play cards, watch the game. Or even before that, go out hunting, cut the meat, all that.
Exactly. Well, for urban, it's the liquor store run the day before, or the store run the day of.
Yep. Get the roll.
It's the walk. It's the walk for the cousins.
You ain't lying.
It ain't a holiday. It ain't a holiday meal unless the cousins done went for a walk.
Let me see. Where
Junebug and them at? What's Steve at? Oh, he with Junebug and then they went for a walk.
So I got another one too.
They're gonna be hungry when they get back.
So going back to the guilt trip. So this goes into to my last solution. My last point was the let's say you listen to the guilt trip. Your mom and daddy say you better come, and you decide to come, but you do it like this rather than just going there for the whole entire period. You just go there. First of all, you give the speech. You give a speech to your kids like, look, this is how it's going to go. We're going to take our happy. We're not even going on time. So let's say if this started at 7:30, come at 8:30. Give the speech to the kids. Be like, look, get your ass. When we go up in there.
Don't get comfortable because we ain't going to be here long.
You took the words from my mouth. Because I said, don't get comfortable. Go say hi to your cousins. Don't take your shoes on. Go over there.
Speak. Yep. Don't play. Speak to your family. Speak to everybody. Don't take your shoes off. Don't get comfortable, nigga. Because we
say hi to everybody you need to say hi. You and the
go
wife
ahead and make a plate if you can.
Yep. Go. Get a plate. Just eat. Carry on what you done. Get your plate for the road. Say bye to everybody, and y'all better have your ass ready. By the time I'm done saying
y'all better beat me to the car.
Yep. I bet not see
when
y'all
I get to the car. Y'all ass better be there waiting or in the car.
And most of all, your ass. If you ask to say, your ass ain't staying. It's not even gonna be a no. It's gonna be a fuck no. Your ass is going home.
That's gonna be a look at me.
Yeah, and And the thing is, it's not even get through your kids. Sometimes you gotta get through your freaking like significant other too. You gotta tell them like, well,
Well,
Joanne,
especially if
she,
they chatty. Especially if
like,
they chatty or cool with them. I don't
yeah,
give a damn about Joanne. I don't give a
mhm,
damn about Lil Paulie and his weak ass knee. I don't care nothing about Steve, little feminine ass. He need to go ahead and come on out the fucking closet. Look here, when I
right,
say it's time to go, bitch, it's time to go.
right. Like, get your ass on. Or even for the ladies, we not gonna. I'm gonna be fair. Even
Same on
for the
our
ladies,
end.
yeah, same
I
on.
don't give a fuck about Charles. Nigga drink too much any goddamn way. He ain't bring his other kids over here. I always want to act like a motherfucking family man. And you better
Mhm.
not be around Paul punk ass neither. He always
Yep,
trying niggas. I see the way he look at you. Nigga, when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.
yep. I'll give a damn about the game. She be like, give a damn about the game. You can turn that
Nigga, fuck
game
the
on
game.
when we get home. You go home and watch the
Watch it
damn
from
game.
your phone, nigga. No, watch it
Yep.
from your phone on the way home, nigga. I'm driving.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's going to that's not even just going trying to avoid the function. It's going into a function of you ain't gonna get no love back, even if you was the one that brought all the freaking sweet potato pies or brung the turkey. And nothing but gossip. That's the type of environment where you should just be like, look, I'm gonna go up in here, say my highs, have my plate. When I'm done, I'm taking some plates home. Goodbye, deuces. I don't want to hear
I see y'all
nothing. Don't
niggas.
call me. Yeah, don't call me.
What
No
was it? What's his
nothing.
Thanksgiving? I see y'all Christmas.
Yep. or
And then
and then
Christmas
after
is I might see you Easter, or if and or somebody in the family die that we all know. It ain't got to necessarily be close. It could be like the third cousin we used to kick it with back in the day.
mm-hmm.
But if it's somebody we all know, then that's a chance I might see your ass again. All right. You know,
Mm-hmm.
once you over 30 as a black person, we just link up for holidays and funerals.
Yep, that's true. But also, you just made me think of another factor too. Then there's also those other family members that you're really cool with. It's always that fucking cousin. It's always that cousin that had the same mindset as you. They
Well,
be like,
it's the family member you want to see. There's like, I don't want to see these motherfuckers. Then you look up and he's just my nigga.
yeah,
You
like
just
dude,
made this like a tear. You feel it well enough in yourself, but you catch yourself. But it's like it's the closest thing you feel to a romantic moment with somebody in your family. Like if we weren't related right now, and this was a similar situation, I'd probably kiss you on the fucking mouth. I'm so happy to goddamn see you.
like dude,
Take me away from these motherfuckers. Like,
right.
no, take me. What about somebody? Fuck that bitch. Take me from these niggas.
Right, you be sitting there just waiting, like, yo, when's he gonna roll up and show up? Like, damn.
No, that's like y'all said such as y'all said how y'all niggas gonna tell me he coming? He ain't gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know that's my favorite cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know it's the only reason I fuck with you niggas.
Or it's not even just it's not even just him. It's the whole damn family. Like the kids won't even play because they love playing with your kids, and then his wife is like, "Yo,
that's worse. That's worse when they be like, "Where cousin Johnny at?"
Mm-hmm. Yo,
we like playing with cousin Johnny, and then your daddy in the background like, "Yo, where the fuck is cousin Johnny at? That nigga should have been here."
And then y'all make up
in the back of your
excuses.
head, cousin Johnny got the best weed. My weed man good, but goddamn, cousin Johnny should be. Whew. Where is that nigga at? Did y'all call him?
And then y'all make it up like, hey, we gotta make up something so we both get the fuck on out here. How about you leave like 5 minutes later and I come later? Just meet up at the McDonald's.
No, y'all just. That's what the walk is. See, you can use the excuse like the walk is excuse for I don't want to be around you niggas, but I need to waste some time till the food ready. For weed heads is I need to smoke so I can numb myself, and I'm too high to respond to any of the bullshit you motherfuckers gonna throw my way, and I just look at you stupid. Also for the alcoholics, they can go ahead and get a little drink and then burn off some of the alcohol on the walk back. See, it's a science too.
CBs, you are implementing all the things I've been saying about you can be your own therapist. Now, I did say in the show, issues is not the problem. It's just the issues that you see is it's like an early diagnosis. And if you don't deal with it, then it becomes a problem. And
Yeah.
I believe, and one thing I did say about Charlemagne the God, Charlemagne the God, even though he likes to call it the life coach, aka a therapist, he said that he goes, and I actually been thinking about, you know what, maybe I should go to therapy. You know,
Well, like I said earlier, there's
Mhm.
nothing wrong at all. I
Right.
act as a lot of people's therapist because of my mentality and the fact that everybody knows honestly, there's no judgment because I honestly don't care. And those that know some of the stuff that I've actually had to go through are surprised that I can still smile and laugh after going through it because they're like, yo, you're a stronger person than I am. So I'm very suited in that position. So I understand that position very well. It's extremely helpful because some things we think in our heads, we think we're the only person that thinks it. And a lot of our neurotic insecurities come from the fact that we feel as though we're the only person that has this particular thought or thought path or mentality. And when given a chance to talk to others or just one person in general, you can work yourself up to be open to others. You'll come to realize that a lot of your problems are obstacles because everyone has them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just something that everyone has to overcome at some point in time. Some people just psych themselves up. Some of us are not equipped and need more training in order to overcome said obstacles. But you ain't the only one. You ain't the first. You ain't the last.
So basically, also, I don't need to even stress on the saying this because you already said it. We could be our own therapist too, as well.
Mm-hmm.
You could be your own
Yes,
therapist.
understand yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It
Only
definitely want to understand. I will say this: understand, deal with yourself. Unless you have feelings that dive into the more dark, demented, quote unquote demon.
see this was Superway said. I didn't even catch
Neurotic.
it.
That's it, neurotic, sir. But definitely is no problem, analyzing yourself and understanding yourself. Like I will go back to the whole some demons can be exercised, some demons can be conquered. Some
Yeah.
things about you that you don't like or you feel like are an issue, they're a part of you. There's something that you have to balance out with the good. It's your particular bad. You have your particular good traits. Well, this is a particular bad trait that has to balance out one of those good traits. So it's never going anywhere, especially if you intend to keep said good trait. So you just have to figure out what is worth keeping around. And the shit, like I said earlier, the shit that doesn't serve any purpose, it cannot serve any purpose. It doesn't need to go. It can go to the side. A lot of folks say, you're an angry person. I say, no, I do come from a very traumatic and rageful filled bloodline, but I myself am not angry. I do have rage, innate level of built up rage within me, but I'm not an angry person. I understand it about myself and I know when to use it and how to use it. But I know that's something that will never go away. No matter how peaceful of a person I will try to act, that aura permeates from my soul. There's nothing I could do to cleanse myself of that. So I just have to find a balanced way to incorporate it in my life. When it's a necessity, I bring it out. But until then, that bitch lays dormant. I am the warrior in the garden, so to speak.
There you go. And speaking of that, we are at the end point of the show. And for the first time, we are able to do the final thought Finally, rather
On
than
time.
just doing the final, rather than just doing the final point. So, Beast, go ahead, my friend. You can go ahead and
Cool.
take it away.
First and foremost, apologies for my lateness. I'm glad I could still come in and intervene and input some kind of information towards the conversation and add a little levity along the way. My final thought will just remain the same. Self-analysis. Understand what works for you, what can work for you according to how God has made you, being how you're built, how you carry yourself, the perceptive image that the world has placed upon you. Understand all these things and understand what demons and negative traits are worth keeping around or a benefit to you for your day-to-day endeavors. When you don't really understand, talk to someone. Whether it be that one friend you know has no judgment in this system whatsoever, or a professional that has clinical know-how and technical terms and techniques to help guide you to a self-awareness. It's no problem. We'll figure out what's wrong if you feel something's wrong and figure a way to either fix it or alter it for beneficial use. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Love yourself, know yourself. And that's my thoughts.
Thank you once again, Beast Johnson. Always coming in a very fashion, stylistic way, you know. You be like, they calling me. They calling me. But other than calling me, as y'all know, it's going to be a short week this week. So tomorrow is going to be our last show for the week to observe Thanksgiving. This is all the things that I say on this show. I meant it. Everything. I don't want to come across as a therapist or anything like that, but these are shows that I want to just keep harping on and popping up on mental health, because with all the things that's been happening to us and us, you know, unfortunately keep repeating the same cycle, it's because of mental health, and we need to address that in our community. So I want to evolve this show. Thank goodness I do got a panel that have knowledge on this, and I believe not only just having knowledge and education on it, but using our own personal experience to help everybody else. And definitely around this time of the year where mental health is going to, you know, people got depression out here. People, you know, just can't handle the pressures of, you know, being alone or being around people that just want to tell them what they need to do and they have to do and they think they have to do it. And so this subject is something that is going to be talked about all through this holiday season. It's not going to stop because Thanksgiving's over. It's going to be continuous. And then also I will take calls. So I'm still working on that. There going to be some shows, but mainly this one, that we're going to take calls and that y'all can call in and let us know and let us help you. Or maybe you can help us. Give us strategies, you know, and also help out the audience that be watching the show as well. I want to make the show as interactive as I can. I don't want anybody to pass off as they, you know, the subject matter expert, because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we are all in this together. We all on the same boat. Some going to understand faster than others, and some just, you know, some just willing to learn, and some already know about it. But the thing is, we need to compromise, and that everybody should acknowledge it to acknowledge it, to at least have an idea of it, and not demonize them just because they don't know it or they just know too much about it. It's all about understanding where everybody's standing and compromising every step of the way. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for us. As for Beast Johnson, even though I looked the wrong way, as for Beast Johnson, me, the host, Dalal Montemores, thank y'all for tuning into the show. Beast, I need you to look at the first part of this show and see how I did the intro for Sky. So let me put it right there.
All right.
You had to check it out. You gotta grade me, but for Sky Zone Society. So just go ahead and check that out. But other than that, it's time for us to head on out. See y'all on Wednesday, and please take care of each other, and please wear a mask.
Please.
It's still disease out there. Please pull the mask.
Please do.
It's
just getting ugly.
It's simple. If y'all want to go out and have fun and party, because honestly, I do. I just was talking to a coworker. I was talking to her. I said, "You remember the last time we chilled out in Seattle? We had fun, didn't we?" She's like, "Yep, about a year ago." I said, "I know, going on about a year. It feels like a year, but yeah." If y'all want those days, if y'all want those days to come back, shut the fuck up and put on the mask. All right, enough about us. Catch y'all later. We out.
Peace.